So now that you know how to perform motion capture for both live and core, and if you haven't, what are you doing? You can click on right there. Let's actually set up your space so you can shoot successful, powerful motion capture. Obviously, my place is not your place. So take everything I say and adjust it to your environment. I'll also talk about things such as cameras, lighting, and clothing as well. By mixing all of these components together, we can have a great, successful capture space. And best of all, this setup works for both live, our real-time motion capture, and core, our video to AI process motion capture. Let's not waste any more time. I'm Peter, the community manager and interior decorator for Radical, but you know that already. And let's set up your space for motion capture. Let's get into it. Now, to perform motion capture, you need a capture device. Because we don't have a convoluted setup, we can work with virtually any sort of equipment you have, whether it's a phone, a webcam, or a digital camera. In short, if you can attach it as a webcam or use it as a recording device and extract that file for later, then it is a good capture device. Place it in front of your capture space. You'll want the capture device to be at chest level and not at any obscured angle. Likewise, you'll also need to be able to face the camera so you're parallel with it during calibration. Side angles are not encouraged for initial calibration, but during motion capture you're free to spin and twirl as you desire. It is important for the camera to not fall or be moved during motion capture. That unfortunately means no shaky or handheld cam. Get a strong standing tripod, desk mount, and you can never go wrong with the simple mount your webcam came with. As well as being stable, avoid anything coming over it or blocking parts of the view. This will naturally limit your motion capture space. Our capture space requirements are very generous. As a general rule of thumb, if you can fit within the viewfinder of your camera, then you're in a good capture space. At a minimum, 3 by 3 meters of walkable space is good capture space. However, that value can change depending on your capture device, lens, and its field of view. Stand within your capture space and make any final adjustments to your camera so you can fit comfortably within the frame. You can always make adjustments later. Clear your space and avoid any clutter, trip hazards, or anything that can get in the way of capture. This includes tables, chairs, props, rugs, or loose cables. Pets are fine, but you may trip over them. You'll need to be able to perform your actions without the camera moving or being adjusted during capture, as it is important that it remains stationary throughout. As a baseline, for full body capture, you'll need to be able to stand in a T-pose and have additional space with your fingers onwards. If you do feel restricted in your spot and your back is flat against the wall, consider repositioning your camera so you're more in the corner of the room rather than flat against the wall, and thus you gain more horizontal space. This works because of geometry. For lighting, you want good consistent lighting options. That doesn't mean you need to have extensive configurations. Both daylight or usual office lights will work well. You'll want to be in good light and avoid cascading shadows and darkness obscuring the capture. Light flicker, it doesn't affect our AI, so feel free to turn on whatever lights you need or open curtains to have good diffuse natural lighting. Do aim to have consistent lighting, however, with avoidance of extreme lighting changes such as blackouts or instances of overexposure. Daylight moving from one side of the room to the other and therefore over you will not negatively affect performance. You'll be happy to know we don't have a rigorous dress code, but we do have some guidance for you to make the most out of it. For starters, make sure you're wearing clothes that stand out from the environment. While our AI is strong enough to differentiate people from the environment, anything you can do to help it is appreciated. As a general, don't wear anything that's not defined and doesn't produce a good silhouette. So no dressing gowns and no long floral dresses, unfortunately. Try to avoid anything that's bulky in the joints or would otherwise be too difficult to express yourself. While this can produce good results, it is not ideal for a casual capture and it can be restrictive. Aim to wear sensible clothing that allows you to move comfortably. It can be a little loose fitting, but as long as you have a defined silhouette, you're good to go. And for those that happen to be animators or community managers, you can even do this in your pajamas. Very simply, wear good, comfortable clothing and stand out from the environment. Ensure that whatever you do, you can do it cleanly without getting lost in clothing, and you'll have a great capture experience. Now that you've got your camera, you've got your studio space set up, you're well lit, and you're dressed for the occasion. Let's shoot some motion capture. For live, create a live room and make sure your camera is configured correctly. Set your motion settings and your characters. Complete the calibration and away you go. For core, well, very simply you start recording. Enter your capture space, do your actions, and upload the file when convenient. It's really that simple. We've worked hard to make the motion capture easy, and that goes for setting up your workspace as well. You don't need a complicated setup, nor do you need an expensive camera configuration. In fact, many people at Radical have a huge variety of cameras and shoot spaces, and we all do fine. For more information on this topic, please see our resources page linked below. Likewise, if you want to know how to perform motion capture for our full body or upper body and fingers, click here to see those as well. That's all, thank you, and I'll see you later.